Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to do this video because I've been waiting so long just to tell everyone about it, I guess. I mean, it's pretty obvious to people that are closer to me, but not so obvious to a lot of other people because I feel like you can't really tell unless you like look into my eyes and see if I have contacts in. But just like the title of this video, today's video is going to be about my LASIK procedure, and the reason I'm doing this is just to inform about the procedure. The timeline from April till now, which is, it's November now. I've had a lot of questions about it, and I've had a lot of people inquiring whether or not they should do it. So I'm just gonna do a pretty lengthy, so grab a snack or drink or whatever and just relax because I'm probably gonna be sitting here for a while trying to explain everything. And I've got some questions and stuff that people have asked me before, and I realized that, you know what's better than addressing every single person that's asked me? Just make a video about it. Just make a video about it, you know? At least it'll like get out there, and I hope it helps a lot of people because before I did my surgery, I was looking for so many videos on a lot of things, which I will discuss. So let's just hop right into it. And I guess I'll just start off with why I did it. I've been wearing glasses since I was in 3rd grade, and that is a very long time, and I've always wanted to do it, I guess, because I just hate wearing glasses. And I started wearing contacts when I was, I think, 8th grade, because I needed to not wear glasses all the time. I was involved in a lot of like, not really athletic, I just always had my glasses smashing into my face and causing those little like lines here. I think when my optometrist was like, you need contacts, is when I told him about the time a basketball came and smashed me in the face. So I mean, contacts were great for a very long time, but they're a lot of work. You have to buy the solution, you have to clean them, and sometimes they irritate my eyes because I have pretty dry eyes, just like my skin. So I kind of just like, okay, you know what? I need to go get an eye appointment soon. I need to get more contacts. I might as well just do LASIK. My vision was very bad. I had a -9 and I had astigmatism. If you guys don't know what -9 means, basically I could see this close. Like, it was really bad. I can't even like walk out of my house without any sort of glasses or contacts to help me see. So there I am, thinking about it for so long, and I was like, oh, I'm probably too young for it, because I know like some people are like, oh, you have to wait till your vision is stable, or you have to wait till there's no changes and stuff, and there's like a certain age for it or whatever. And I was 23 and I was like, is it time yet? And then one of my really close friends, she had hers done, and I was like, oh, it's time. I have to do it. Like I have to do it now. And then I would talk to my parents about it, and they were like, yeah, why not? So I went to a free consultation. And that's basically the first, sorry, I'm just reading it off right now. I'm trying to be prepared as possible because I'm not gonna remember everything. So the first thing that I did was get a free consultation, and the place that I went to was LASIK Plus, and they do a really good job, I think. I read the reviews and stuff first because I know some people had complications with their LASIK, and they were like, oh, it's probably because of the people that you went to. You have to be really careful about these things because your eyes are very delicate. They're not like I feel like they're just very delicate, and you need to be very careful about who is handling them. So this is actually the person that that my close friend went to, and she was like, oh, they're great, I can see and stuff. And I was like, wow, I can one day wake up and not have to put my glasses on? Yes. So I went ahead and did the consultation, and they were very thorough, but it took a very long time. I was there for a couple of hours because they were checking my eyes and checking my eye pressure, vision, everything to make sure that I was a good candidate. That's the great part about this place, is they make sure that you're a good candidate. They're not there to take all your money. They want to like make sure that you don't have any problems that will make your eyes worse later. And they were like, you're a great candidate. Your age is great. Your vision hasn't changed in a long time. You have really bad vision. Your eye pressure is good. And everything like that. So and then that day they sat me down and like sat me and my mom down, and they were talking about like the prices and stuff. But because my vision was so poor, they suggested, or they said it was a little bit more expensive, but they did take insurance. So for the procedure in both of my eyes and for the medicine and everything, and for 3 post-op appointments, along with a 2-year like warranty, like if anything happened, they'll come and like fix it for me and stuff. It's like my vision wasn't really that clear. It was under $2,000, which is pretty good considering I always had to wear special lenses for both my glasses and my contacts. So I was, you know, like, yeah, let's do this. So that's pretty much what I did. And why I did it. And I feel like a lot of people will have other reasons why they want to do it. So yeah, I went ahead and signed up for it. And I know some people are like, oh, but what's like recovery time? I told them I have finals the week that I want to do, like the week before I want to do, I have finals the week after I want to do my LASIK, because I knew there were some things that I'll get into later that I didn't want on my eyes during like the summer months, because I had more events and places to go to. So I decided to do it in April, and that was the most hectic time ever. Well, now it's not the most hectic time ever, but back then that was the most hectic time of my grad school career, and I was, but I survived through it and it was great. Recovery was great. So if you're going to sign up for an appointment, I would say choose a month where you don't have too many activities going on or like places to go or events for multiple reasons, but I'll get into that when I talk about recovery. So the day of, I went in, and the actual procedure is only 10 minutes, but they check everything. They go back and check your vision. They go back and check your pressure. I think they check my pressure. I don't remember exactly, but I remember everything was very thorough. And I really enjoyed that, because for me, it's like, well, you're messing with my eyes, so I want you to know what you're doing. And they knew what they were doing. They were really nice about it. And we went ahead, did all those pre-tests and stuff, and it took 3 hours. I was there for 3 hours. That's another thing. If you're gonna go, you might as well just have like 2 days off, because the next day I was okay, but I was still like, oh, I don't want to like exert too much energy on my eyes and stuff, because they're your eyes. On the day of, I would suggest a lot of things. One, have someone drive you there, which I had my mom with me, and they have to drive you back, obviously, because you're not gonna be able to see 100% clear right after the surgery. It kind of feels like you're looking through like a dirty contact lens, and also your eyes are really sensitive to light and everything like that. So make sure you have that. I guess I would say eat something before you go, because I was so hungry after my procedure. But my eyes were so sensitive. I don't even remember what I ate, because I was like, oh. So yeah, just be aware, bring snacks or something, and then wear something warm. I know it sounds like something that like whenever you go to hospital, you should wear something warm because it's always cold. But I was on the operating bench chair thing, and I was shivering because it was so cold in there. And I think the guy did ask me if I wanted a blanket, but I was so nervous about the whole procedure itself. I was like, no, I'll just do this. But like, you don't want to be shaking while you're getting LASIK eye surgery. So bring like a sweatshirt or a blanket or something so that way you're comfortable. Okay, so now to the fun part, the actual procedure. Yay. So the actual procedure took, I want to say like 15 minutes, and the cool part about this place was that you're basically in a little fishbowl in the middle of the actual office. So there's people around you that can like kind of peek in and see what's happening. And they have a TV that projects everything that's going on with your eyeballs. So people outside can see what's happening with your eyeballs. And my mom was watching them. I basically cut open my eye and like pull the flap open and do everything. And if you wanted to know more information exactly how LASIK works, I don't know if I'd suggest you actually watching videos on it because it is a little bit terrifying, but I knew I really wanted to get this surgery, so I was like, oh, regardless of what I know, I'm gonna do it anyway. So, so the first thing they do is cut open like a flap in your eye so they can get to the actual part that you have to put the laser in. And basically they use a laser to do that so that way it's cleaner and there's less cross-contamination between like a blade and your eye. But this is basically what I remember. I had my eyes open and I don't exactly know if they like held it open. I'm pretty sure they did. And then when they started doing I felt pressure on my eyes when they started doing the cutting part, and then it went black. Like it was literally like black, completely black. And I didn't freak out because I kind of was aware of that. And I knew it was like, well, I'm at some place that I can trust, so I didn't freak out about it. But one of my eyes, the pressure was so heavy, it kind of hurt, and that's when I started freaking out a little bit because it hurt. But the guy there was like, it's okay, don't worry about it. It's almost done. Like you're almost there. So I kind of just clenched and just did it. And then they start doing the laser part and it's like that's all you hear, zapping, and you don't feel anything. You're not like, you don't feel like knives going into your eyeballs or like lasers shooting into your eyes, but it was interesting, basically. And then they lubricate your eyes. They lubricate your eyes throughout it. I remember like someone was putting eye drops in my eyes, and then they close the flap and they seal it with lubricant, and the flap does eventually heal. That was one of my questions. I was like, does it like randomly go? No, it heals after like a couple of months, I think, but you have to go to your post-ops to make sure that it's healing correctly. And then I got off the operating bench and I couldn't see clearly. I know some people are like, whoa, it's like a whole new world. I can see everything. But for me, it was just, oh, I think I can see everything, but it literally felt like there was like water in my eyes and I couldn't really see. And I had to have like someone kind of help me walk around. And even at this point, I wasn't freaking out or anything. I was like, okay, well, we'll see how it happens. And then they gave me my meds and I went home, and they give you these really weird eye shields. You basically have like these little plastic things that you put on your eyes that you tape to your forehead and the bottom part. So you basically like tape, and then you sleep for about 4+ hours to let your eyes heal. And this part wasn't too bad because my eyes were so sensitive anyway. I wanted to close my eyes, but it's very important that you wear your eye shields, and it's very important that you give your eyeballs rest. And after the 4 hours, you start your antibiotics and your regular eye drops. And I was on eye drops for, I think it was 3 months. The antibiotics was, I think, a week. And then the rest of the eye drops, which are just blink tears for dry eyes, I was on for 3 months. And I suffered a little bit with dry eyes, not like pain wise, but I could see like it kind of looking a little weird. Again, like you're looking through a dirty contact lens, but it was mostly probably due to my stress and the fact that it was still healing and stuff like that. But now everything is like perfectly fine. Another thing is I had to wear sunglasses every time I went out for, I want to say like 2 or 3 months, just because my eyes were still sensitive to the sun. But that didn't bother me at all because it was during the summer and I was like, okay, I mean, I'm gonna wear sunglasses anyway. They gave me these ultra cool shades. I don't have them anymore. I would definitely pull those out if I still had them, but I literally looked like a Terminator. So it was great. It was great. I was like working it, you know, that's great. It's fine. So, and they worked really well. So you have to have really good sunglasses. So if you want your own and you don't want to wear Terminator glasses, I would suggest buying it ahead of time so that way you can wear it out of the actual office. Another thing that happened was I had red bruising in my eyes. That's one of the reasons why I say if you have something that month, like going on that month, like you went to a wedding, you have an event, you have an award ceremony, or anywhere where you're taking pictures, I wouldn't do it that month. I would do it on like an off month, just because you will have bruising in your eyes and it looks slightly terrifying. It's like red blotches. It's not painful or anything. You don't feel it. It just looks really bad. And it looks worse before it gets better. So just putting that out there. And oh, another thing, the week before you do your surgery, I don't remember them mentioning this to me, but I did a lot of research ahead of time because I'm that type of person that does research ahead of time. So you're not allowed to wear your contact lenses. I stopped wearing my contact lenses a couple of weeks ahead, but I think they tell you to stop wearing it ahead of time so it doesn't change the shape of your eye or anything like that. And then also the week before, you can't wear makeup because you want to make sure everything is clean. And I think they said a week after the surgery, you can't wear makeup either because your eyes are still healing. I didn't wear makeup for a very long time after that because I was extra cautious about my eyeballs because they are my eyeballs and I respect my eyeballs. So let's see. Oh, and another thing that they told me to do for dry eyes is take omega-3 pills. I took fish oil pills for a very long time. I'm still taking them just for health reasons. I used to take them before anyway, so this wasn't anything new, but I know it helped a lot of people with their dry eyes. It's also really good for dry skin too and your health. So I mean, if you haven't been taking fish oil or omega-3 pills already, I would say go ahead and start doing it. And there's research behind it too. It's not like I'm not advocating for like vitamins or anything, but that's what's helped me. And I'm not a doctor, so I can't prescribe anything, but day one post-op. And a lot of people, so like basically next day. So if I did it on Friday, Saturday, I came back for them to check my eyes. They said everything was going great. Some people actually drive themselves back, but I had someone else drive me back to check my eyes because I was just a little nervous. I get paranoid really easily, so I'm like, what if I'm driving and everything just goes whoosh? So yeah, no. But I could see signs. That was the greatest part, is I could start seeing signs, and it still blows my mind when I can see individual leaves on trees. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can see. It's really honestly a blessing for me to be able to see now, because before I could not see. And I know I'm like going on this weird rant about how I could see, but I think it was 100% worth it. They do a couple of post-ops afterwards just to make sure everything is going fine. But personally, I haven't had any issues yet. I still have 2 years. Actually, I still have like a year and a half left in case something does happen with the warranty that they have. I don't know if this is called a warranty. I don't know the real terminology for it, but I do have that in case something does happen, and I'm not too worried about it. The greatest thing for me, honestly, is it's a real lifestyle change. I used to wake up every morning and just like, I couldn't see anything. I just like reaching for my glasses. And now I wake up and I'm like, wow, what time is it? And my alarm clock is like all the way across the room, so I just get up and I look. So it's, honestly, I think it's worth it. I know a lot of people have told me that they don't want to do it because they're scared or it's expensive. But for me, because my vision was so poor, I thought it was worth it. I thought it was 100% worth it. And I've heard a lot of people say, like, even if their vision is not 100% correct, for me, mine is 20/20 now. It took a couple of months to get there, but my vision just kept getting better, so that wasn't a problem for me. But they were just like, you know, it was better than before. And a lot of people who don't want to do it say they don't need to do it because it is a low power. They have low power. So, I mean, it's really not for everyone. And as far as age goes, you can start at, I want to say, like, I've always thought I would have to do it like 24, 25, but I did it at 23. And there are like a lot like older people who do it too. So if you're thinking that you're too old for this, you can always just go for a free consultation and see what they think, because in time your vision does change due to like aging process. So I'm not going to say my vision's gonna be 100%, like 100% of my life, because obviously I'm going to age. Like, that's inevitable. So it's not going to be this good forever, but I'm happy with what it's like right now. And the cost wasn't too bad for me, considering I don't have to have solution, I don't have to have glasses, I don't have to have contacts that I have to buy. It's environmentally friendly if you think about it. And travel, I'm going abroad in a couple weeks, and I didn't have to buy extra solution or contacts and to put in my little toiletry bag. So I was like, yay, I don't have to spend more space or spend more money. It really does save you money in the long run. But I do recommend Lasik Plus. I will leave a link to them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I'm sorry if I was blabbing on about random stuff or like jumping back and forth. I try to stick to my bullet journal thing, but like, you know. And for me, I don't know if I mentioned this, it's been 6 months since I've had my surgery, 6 months plus since I've had my surgery, and everything is perfect. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and ask me in the comment section, or if you know me, you can ask me in person. It doesn't really matter. And make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.